NowhereNomad.
Here we are! Welcome to Nowhere Nomad. I'm your host Loki. Let's get on with the vid. Well, it feels like I haven't made one of these videos in a very long time. And there is a good reason for that. My travel vlog absolutely fell flat on its face
11.1
when I got deported from Australia. More about that in the next video. The video that I'm going to do at the moment is just like the last little combination of clips and video snippets from New Zealand. So I was in New Zealand. I moved back to New Zealand from Australia to get a few more months on my Australian visa, 3 more months. Anyway, you'll hear about that in the next video, but I was travelling around New Zealand. I was in the North Island, and these are my last fleeting moments of travel before I was dispatched back to the UK. Not of my choosing, you understand.
So this is where I'm sleeping at the moment. Inside the library. Audrey's library. Caretaker farm. Back in caretaker farm. Here's the little room here. This is where I'm sleeping. Beautiful. So here's the body bag from Aussie Disposals I bought. It's pretty good. Sleeping bag, swag type thing, all in one. There's the bag for it there. There's a mesh there for it.
We've got a lemon juice on it.
Put a little lemon juice on it. What are you doing, you crazy old bastard?
I'm making a salad so I can live a bit longer and to harass people. Yeah, thank you. Come again.
So should be back here again sometime. John's kind enough to give us a lift to
Only 1k, you won't take me to
1k.
Miserable bastard.
See you later, Caretaker Farm. See you later, Audrey. We'll be back in a couple of days. There he goes. My crazy psychic friend. Bloody brilliant. Look. The bananas are coming out. Let's go buy my shit. It's been a long day hitchhiking to get to the Bay of Islands. I'm finally here. Paihia, Bay of Islands, New Zealand. Here we are, Saltwater Lodge, budget accommodation, backpackers in the Bay of Islands. Here we go, this tin thing over here. Let's go to reception, get a room. Here we are. I don't know, it looks pretty nice in this hostel. Room 7, that's my room. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Beds are pretty nice. Man, it doesn't get much better than this. Fantastic weather. Paihia. You know how they named Paihia, don't you? Because it's the first place that Captain Cook landed with his crew. And after a long, tiresome journey, they were all a bit hungry, and Captain Cook said, "Okay, lads, let's have a pie here." And if you believe that, you believe anything. So I hitchhiked from Warkworth, from Audrey's, all the way to the Bay of Islands. Now, one of the things that you have to do when you go to the Bay of Islands is take the ferry across from Paihia to Russell. And that's exactly what I did. Let's walk down the gangplank.
here we are on the boat. The ferry to Russell. So it's a nice small little vessel, quite comfy. Here we come, coming into Russell Dock. Took about 20 minutes.
Why does the rum go? Why does the rum go? Why does the rum go?
Here we are in Russell.
Oh, to be sure, me landlubbers, it's the Krusty Krab. Where's Eugene?
See you in the morning, boys. I can't hang out here all night. I got a life.
What is hellhole?
I never did find hellhole. Maybe it was a premonition to where I would be sent in the future. Who knows?
Okay, I believe you. Looks like nothing's going on now, let alone in 1822. So apparently this is the best thing to do. The bushwalk up to Flagstaff Hill. So here we are at the top of Flagstaff Hill. Still a way to go yet up the stairs. If we see some Kiwis, that would be so amazing. Well, here we are atop Flagstaff Hill, and there's the flagpole mast there, and it's just a lovely view of the Bay of Islands, really. Beautiful. So apparently I was just chatting to a tourist that was at the top of the Flagstaff Hill just a moment ago, but that bird I saw is called a weka. Now that is what my camera is for. That is why I'm here, to photograph and film wildlife. I love it, I absolutely love it. Well, this tree has just come crashing down through the pathway here. It's pretty cool though. It's got the spines on it.
Ready?
I'm here at the cove. It looks like one other person has walked through here before. Perfect. Look at those crabs in there.
See you in the morning, boys. I can't hang out here all night. I got a life.
Ooh, tit or lodge. I'd like you to hit my tit with an oar. Ooh. So here we've got Kororeka Scenic Reserve. It's the track all the way back to Nelson.
Once again, I shall go and get the fishmonger
There's fish.
to prepare the fish.
And over here, you've got massive, great big bamboo. Straight back onto the beach.
I expect you'd like to know about frogmen. Yeah.
They live on fish and catch them by diving onto them from a great height.
finally locked me up.
So there we go, in the stocks in Russell. I would have been quite happy to be detained in New Zealand, to be honest. It's a shame it didn't quite pan out like that. So once again, my thumb was firmly twitched at the side of the road, and I was waiting for a lift to go and see New Zealand's biggest kauri tree.
We want to go and see the big tree. Om Paris, it's near the big kauri tree.
So by this point, obviously I've been hitchhiking around New Zealand for quite some time, and I've got to learn like the little tips and tricks of the hitchhiking way, which I'm going to share with you now, you know, because it'll just make life that little bit more easier, especially if you're a bloke. If you're a woman, you have no worries. You'll get picked up within 10 minutes. Ignore all of what I'm about to say. You'll get picked up in 10 minutes, but you may get raped. I mean, men could possibly get raped too, but I mean, let's be honest, who's going to rape this? You? No, didn't think so.
Don't wear sunglasses. Show your eyes. A sign always helps.
God only knows why I'm shouting at the top of my lungs. I think it's because I had my headphones in and I was trying to record and I just didn't realise. A sign! Oh, it's just embarrassing.
Don't forget to smile. Opposable thumb out in a non-threatening gesture. There we go.
Hey, don't let the lack of rides get you down. As long as that thumb's out and you're happy, nothing really matters.
Tie your hair up. If you look like a psycho hobo, nobody's going to pick you up.
Always stay positive. Negative energy will not help you while you hitchhike.
The best place to hitchhike from is a garage or petrol station or gas station.
So here we are in the beautiful part of Opanoni. You can see the massive sand dune over there. Look at that, that's killer. So I'm here with my new friends, and they're telling me that this is Hokianga Bay, and this is where the very first Maori canoe came in from the islands, came into land with that beautiful sandbar in front of us. Amazing, amazing views.
Hey man, take me to the big tree. Oh.
So as you guys know, if you've been watching my vlogs for a while, you know that I have an absolute hard-on for nature. That sounds so bad. I didn't mean it like that, you know. I don't go around like humping holes in trees, you know. I'm not about that.
Recently, a guy in Melbourne, Florida, was arrested after he ran through town naked while screaming he was Thor and trying to have sex with a tree.
And not while anyone's looking, at least, you know. You think that's sap coming out of that tree? Think again.
Anyway, back to this story. There's this tree-humping creep.
Oh no! Now I've got AIDS!
Anyway, I love nature, I love trees, it's the hair, oh yeah man. I love trees, and you know, I couldn't go to New Zealand without seeing the biggest tree in New Zealand, the giant kauri tree, Tane Mahuta. So here we are guys, home of the biggest kauri tree in New Zealand. I'm so excited to meet him. Right, so there's a disease that people carry on their boots, which is killing the kauri trees. So you need to go through these cleaning stations to make sure you don't carry the disease onto the kauri trees.
Rainbow! Rainbow!
Welcome to kauri country. Here we go, on the track, ready to meet our big friend. Oh, I can't wait, I'm so excited. So here he is. And I am not disappointed. he is awesome. It is such an honour to be in the presence of Tane Mahuta, Lord of the Forest, New Zealand's giant kauri tree, the biggest tree in New Zealand, the tallest. It's over 2,000 years old. If you see at the top there, in the crown. So in the top there, in the crown, there's many other plant species living atop Tane Mahuta, the gentle giant of the forest. That's just spectacular. Okay, so this is pretty fantastic. The four sisters, 4 kauri trees, all growing out of the same stump. And this is exactly why people should wash their feet before they come to see the kauri trees. This is a dead kauri tree, suffering from the rot, the fungus rot that kills them. It's terrible, really. Brought in by people's shoes. That's why they get you to have to wash your feet on those washing stations. You can see the fungus just popping out there. This is Tane Mahuta. Hope I pronounced that right. He's a thick chap, this one. He's not as tall as Tane Mahuta, but he's really thick. His girth is 16.41 meters. That's the width of his trunk. He's a fat boy, this one. Wow. Look at that hairy motherfucker. So, from one hairy motherfucker to another hairy motherfucker, I hitchhiked once again away from beautiful, beautiful trees into a crappy little town called Dargaville. But the hostel was cool. I will say that. Too cool for school, in fact, some might say.
Well, this place looks depressing.
As you guys can tell, I've checked in late. I'm in the town of Dargaville, and I've checked into this hostel. It's called the Greenhouse Hostel. I'm on the west coast, top of the North Island west coast. And the good thing about this hostel, well, the strange thing about this hostel, is it used to be an old school. It's at Dargaville. That's where I am at the moment. And yeah, it used to be an old school. So there's the kitchen there. Hey, we've got here's the dorms in here. And I think you'll agree. Here's the dorms here. There's a piano in here, and you can tell it just looks like a classroom. They've still got the blackboards in. I love it. There's my bed there. And all the beds are like, they've got dividers. Hello. And it's a pretty cool hostel, to be honest. One of the more unusual hostels that I've been in. But not unpleasant. They're very friendly in this hostel. I think it's the open plan living space that makes it so. But yeah, I love it. So here we are in the Greenhouse Backpackers. The plane flying over the eastern sun. The piano in the background. And the Chaos board in the distance. Back to school. Wise words here, ladies and gents. Home is not the place you live in. It's the place you could always come back to. As you guys know, I've always got to draw on something like this. There it is, with a couple of more times going over with the chalk. NowhereNomad is on the board. So there we go, guys. I thought I'd compact the last week of my travels into one video. Obviously, I didn't intend this to be my last week of travel. I was going to go on, I was going to go through Australia, I was going to go into Southeast Asia. I had loads of stuff planned. Obviously, Australia really put the kibosh on that, and I'll explain all in my next video. It's good to be back again, good to be doing these again. I got a little bit disheartened. Obviously, you'll see why in the next video. Hope you guys are all still well. Good to be making these videos again, and as always, I shall see you on the flip side.